Hey kids crew, how's it going? This is your leader Liv climbing up a mountain. Check it out. Hey Liv. There's Isaac. And there's Marina. And there's Jacob all the way down there with our friend Corey. Marina, talk us through what's going on.
What's up kids crew, welcome to episode 4. I hope you're all going well.
6.5 hours later.
And I'm out here in my garden once again, but I want to show you my little friends. They're not my friends actually, they're my sisters. Linky if you know her. And we're just hanging out. But right now we're going to jump into a song. So get up on your feet and start dancing.
Maybe it's a little bit crazy to believe what I cannot see. Maybe it's a little bit crazy that my best friend is my savior. Maybe it's a little bit crazy that a king would give his life for me. Maybe it's a little bit crazy, but I've heard much stranger. 'Cause some things you gotta see by faith. Jump up and down, hey, jump up and down. I don't care what people say. Jump up and down, I'm gonna shout it out. I believe in Jesus. Maybe it's a little bit crazy to believe in what I cannot see. Maybe it's a little bit crazy that my best friend is my savior. Maybe it's a little bit crazy that a king would give his life for me. Maybe it's a little bit crazy, but I've heard much stranger. 'Cause some things you gotta see by faith. Jump up and down, hey, jump up and down. I don't care what people say. Jump up and down, I'm gonna shout it out. I believe in Jesus. Jump up and down, hey, jump up and down. I don't care what people say. Jump up and down, I'm gonna shout it out. I believe in Jesus. Are you ready to jump? Here we go. Jump up and down, hey, jump up and down. I don't care what people say. Jump up and down, I'm gonna shout it out. I believe in Jesus. Jump up and down, hey, jump up and down. I don't care what people say. Jump up and down, I'm gonna shout it out. I believe in Jesus. Come on.
Amazing dancing, everyone. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. As you can see, I'm using the face emoji app right now, so I'm a floating face. Closer in, tongue. You should check it out sometime. But right now, I want you to memorize this verse. Matthew 25:40. Truly I say to you, whatever you did for the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Anyway, we're going into a craft now.
Hey, welcome to Kids Crew Craft. My name is Maggie. I'm one of the Kids Crew leaders. Hi to everyone who was in my group. Today, I'm going to be running the craft, and someone suggested that a cool craft idea would be to do some paper plate animals, and I'm just like, that's a cool idea. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to make some paper plate animals. So let's just go through what we are going to need for this craft. So the first thing that we're going to need is a paper plate, obviously, so that we can make our craft. Another thing, you can choose to do this or you can draw it on the animal, but I'm going to use a piece of paper to draw extra thing, to draw like noses, ears, eyes, all that kind of stuff, and then I'm going to cut them out and then paste them onto there. You're going to need some color pens and pencils. You're going to need scissors, you're going to need glue or sticky tape, And then finally, you're gonna need some imagination to bring this character to life. Cool, alrighty, so the first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna choose the animal that you would like to make. So today I've decided to do a frog. I think they're very cool. I like how they're green, and yeah, they just seem like awesome animals. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your plate. You're going to get preferably a texter. Like, I feel like they color in the plate a lot better than pencils, but if you only have pencils or crayons, that is fine as well. So get into that. Awesome. So now that we have colored in our plate, this is what mine looks like. It's very green, perfect for a frog. We are now going to move on to the features of our animal. So that would be the eyes, that's going to be the ears or the mouth or the nose or that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some eyes. I'm going to draw the nose on my frog. I'm going to do a mouth. I'm also going to do a tongue and a fly. So like the frog is catching the fly. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my piece of paper and I'm going to draw those features. Cool. Cool. So what I have done here is I have done the frog's eyes, which I will fill in with color later. I've got the frog's mouth. I've got the frog's tongue. I have also got two flies that are going to go on my frog's tongue. So what we are going to do now is we're going to color this in and then cut them out ready to stick onto our paper plate animal. Oh my goodness, this is looking so good. Alrighty, so now what we are going to do after we have coloured in our pieces and have cut them out, we are now going to place them onto our plate and then stick them down. Cool. So I think I'm going to put my eyes up the top here, and then I'll stick my mouth around here. Oh my gosh, this is looking crazy. I'll put my tongue here, I think. We'll find out. Hang on. Yep, I think that looks good. And then I'm going to stick one fly on the tongue. Then the other fly has gotten away. Or, yeah, maybe I'll put it over here. It got away. Cool. I'm going to stick these down and then we'll find out what the final results are. So this is my final result. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. So that's all from me. Please send through photos of what you end up making, whether it's a tiger or a lion or maybe even your favorite animal, maybe even you make up your own animal. That'd be cool. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Yeah, make sure you send us an email of how you're going and update us on what you've been up to and how school's going. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys. I'll see you around.
I took the shell off my racing snail to see if it would make him run faster. If anything, it made him more sluggish.
What's up, kids crew? Alright, the game today is juggling. So, what you have to do is you have to get as many touches with your body without your hands with the soccer ball as you can, and then record it and send it to us, okay? So, this is a demonstration. So you're not allowed to touch it with your hands. Ooh. You're only allowed to touch it with your feet and the rest of your body, okay? So, see how many you can do, and then send it to us. And let's see how many I can do, and you can try and beat me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 4. I'll do one more try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 again. Alright, if you guys can get 5, send it in and you'll get a prize.
Do you know that some cats are allergic to people? While it's pretty rare because we don't shed as much hair as them, it does happen.
Jesus often taught with parables. Those are stories that teach us something about ourselves, like the parable of the sheep and the goats.
I don't get it. What do sheep and goats have to do with us?
Well, it might help if you understand more about them. First, take sheep. Sheep can't really live on their own. They need a shepherd, and they know how much they need him. So they follow the shepherd closely, and they do what the shepherd says to do.
Aw, cute little sheep.
Right. Then you have the goats. Goats are stubborn. They do things their own way. They eat anything, even trash. They don't know how much they need the shepherd, so they don't always follow him.
Bad goats.
Exactly. So Jesus tells about a king who went away. But then the king comes back in glory with all the angels to sit on his throne.
Like Jesus. Jesus is coming back.
Right! Jesus was telling a true story about himself. He is coming back. And when he does, he will separate people like a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. Some people will go on his right.
Those people are like good sheep?
Yes. Jesus will say to the people on his right, "Hey, I know you. Come into my kingdom. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. And when I was a stranger, you invited me into your home. When I was in prison, you visited me."
Wow, they've been busy. When did they do all those things?
Jesus said when they did those things for the least of these, they were actually doing it for him.
Wait, the least of these? What's that supposed to mean?
It means everyone matters to God, and their needs matter to him too, even if they can't do anything for you in return or even pay you back.
So helping them is like helping Jesus in disguise?
Yep, exactly. Then Jesus will talk to the people on his left. Jesus will tell them to go away. Because when he was hungry, they didn't feed him. And when he was thirsty, they didn't give him anything to drink. And when he needed a place to stay, they didn't invite him in. And when he was in prison, they didn't visit.
Wait, why would anyone not help Jesus? Hey, I think I see where this is going. Does that mean those people on Jesus' left didn't help others who couldn't pay them back? They probably did things their own way, like goats.
Right! Jesus said when they ignored the needs of the least of these,
they ignored him. So if we want to do something great for Jesus,
we should do something great for people in need and care for them like Jesus does. After all, he's the shepherd. I'm the sheep.
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 Another week of Kids Online. It's so great to have you, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now, this week's topic is service. I know that if you're part of Kids Crew, and if you've been part of Kids Crew for a little bit now, we have talked about service before, but it's really important, so we're going to talk about it again. This week's memory verse was Matthew 25 verse 40, and I'm just going to read it again for you guys before we start. So, I'm going to read from the Big Word for Kids, which is a Bible that I talked about last week. And if you guys want your very own copy, send me an email to hello@lifepoint.org.au, and I'll make sure that you get your very own copy of this. So I'm going to read Matthew 25 verse 40. It says, "Whenever you did it for any of my people, no matter how unimportant they seemed, you did it for me." Now, when Jesus says that, he is talking about serving other people. Serving people who are less fortunate, or serving people who the world may seem as unimportant. Now, I want to tell you a little bit of a story of how I have served people in my life. Now, in 2018, I had graduated school, and I decided that at the end of the year, I was going to go to Cambodia. And I went on a mission trip, and I went to serve people. The reason I went to Cambodia was because I was going to help, along with my team, we were going to help build a house for some people who are less fortunate. People who, kind of like the verse said, people who are unimportant. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone is important, okay? But these people here, in their country, they just didn't get any help. People saw them as less important. So I went over there, and our aim was to build with them a bamboo house for them to live in. Now, normally they live in a little tin shack on the side of a riverbank, and in the wet season, the riverbank rises and it floods everywhere, and it's crazy. It's so wet. So we decided we were going to build them a house in a brand new area
nice and dry where they can live for as long as they want. So I went there with my team and we served these people. We had lunch with them, we had dinner with them, we built the house with them, we tried to talk a little bit with them. It's really hard. I'm really bad at learning new languages. But through all of this, we had a friendship that we formed. And we gave them a house at the end of it. We had a big ceremony. And yeah, they loved it. And we served them. They felt loved. They felt like someone was looking out for them. And the point that I want to get to this week is kind of like what this Bible verse was saying, and a bit like what the video said, is when you serve others, when you love onto others, you're actually doing that to God. Because God created everyone. We're all God's people. And He loves everyone. And so when we love on someone, He feels that love. And He feels like you're loving onto Him as well, because He's part of that person. So, the message that I want to leave you guys with is only a short one today. But the message I want to leave you guys with is when you serve others, no matter how big or how small, whether it's just in your everyday life, because you don't need to go overseas to serve people. You can do hampers like we did at the end of last year for the homeless people. You could even just talk to someone. If you see someone at school that doesn't have a friend, someone that's sitting by themselves at lunchtime, you can just go talk to them and you're serving them. Anything where you're loving onto someone. So whenever you're serving someone, you're serving God. I want you guys to say it again. Say it with me. When I'm serving someone, I'm serving God. I hope you guys remember that because it's so important. And I challenge you guys this week to go out and serve someone. Go out and help someone. Do something that you haven't done before for someone who you know. I can't wait to hear your stories. Make sure you tell me about how you've served someone, yeah? So, I'm going to pray and then we'll wrap it up. Dear God, I just thank you that you've given us so many opportunities to love your people. I thank you that you created us and that you love us so much. You're the dad who always looks out for his children. And God, I just pray for whoever's watching right now, that over the next week, they'll feel challenged and they'll find opportunities to serve people and to most importantly, serve you. God, I just thank you for this day, and I just thank you that we're still able to create a space for Kids Crew, even if it is online. And God, I just can't wait till we get to meet up in person again. And I just pray all this in your name. Amen. Well, I hope you enjoy. Remember, serve God through serving others. Have a great week.
Okay guys, kindness challenge this week is to give something of yours to someone else. That could be food, toys, or even your own free time. It's up to you.